The definition of an escape room is a room in which people are locked in order to play a game, requiring them to solve a series of puzzles within a certain amount of time to accomplish a goal, typically finding the key to unlock the room. But now we have taken it a step further, and we are adding animatronics to the mix. Hello everyone, today I will be reviewing the Glitched Attraction. The Glitched Attraction is a FNAF-styled escape room. There are 6 rooms, like 6 nights, and each room has its own animatronics, mechanics, puzzles, and graphics. It was created by Powerline Studios a little over 5 months ago. Okay, so since this game is a completely different format, we are going to be using a different format for this video. So we would talk about each room individually, and then we will move on to extras and whatnot. So actually, before we go to room 1, we have an intro lobby thing. Here, I'll just play it for you.
Hello user. Welcome to the renewed and redesigned Fazbear attraction. Here, you will experience all the creepy stories made by lunatic haters of Fazbear Entertainment since 1987, where the robots come to life, a murderer roams the place, and accidents happened in the back rooms. Do not link to the 2027 accident. If you really think you are prepared for this journey where you may experience things such as fear, panic, injuries, extreme sweating, epilepsy, fainting, heart attacks, and their variations, join us right now for a price of only $14.99. Paying will also make us not responsible for any of the symptoms mentioned before. Thank you. Now before I open the door for you, please give all your belongings to me. Excellent. The door has been opened. Thank you and have a new great experience.
Afterwards, we have a room that shows us the original FNAF cast. Now press the blue button in front of Foxy and you will get your flashlight. Now crawl through the vent. Okay. For gameplay, Nightmare BB sits on his stool. You have to flush him every once in a while or when he is shaking. If you don't flush him, he will slowly get off his stool and walk towards you. Nightmare Fredbear will slowly move through the bushes outside until he reaches your window. Once he does, shut the curtains and wait for a fading sound. That means he left. Next is Nightmare Annette. You will hear a kind of buzzing noise. Look at the hole and you should see tentacles coming out of it. When this happens, hold left click on the Golden Freddy suit. This will equip the Freddy suit and Nightmare Annette won't see you. Next we have the Freddles. They will spawn randomly. You must flash them or they will cause you to hallucinate. And lastly, we have Nightmare Bonnie. Bonnie will appear and kill you when you run out of time or you're about to leave the room. Now how do you escape? First you need to start solving this puzzle. Everything has to be lined up correctly. Then you look through these drawers. You will find 2 keys. Use these to open up the FNAF 4 box. And guess what? Mystery solved. There's a green puzzle piece in the FNAF 4 box. Anyways, put this piece in the missing spot on the puzzle. Now the puzzle will drop down and reveal a code. Now you have to go to the opposite side of the room, open the cabinet, and put the code in the box. Then you open it and grab the crowbar. Now you pry the nails off the closet, and then you leave. Now for the next room. This one is based off of FNAF 2. So here are the animatronics, Mangle, Chica, and Freddy. Mangle will make noises in the vent. Once you hear this, either go into a locker or move away from the vent. After a few seconds, Mangle will drop out of a vent and then go back up. Chica will be moving around the hall. Just don't get close. And then Freddy. Just wind up his box, but not too much. Now, how do you escape? First, you need to find a 6 simple code by looking at the walls, shelves, and objects for yellow pieces of paper. They will give a symbol and tell you what order it is. These pieces of paper are random along with the code, but there are specific spawn points. Afterwards, you put this code into this keypad, and the door will open. And no, you have not completed the escape room. That was only half. Now you need to pull down these levers, and Freddy will activate. Yeah, no, your game wasn't bugging. Freddy doesn't activate till this point. Now you need to look around for little cogs and place them on this frame thing. After you have found and placed all the cogs on the frame, now you can pull this lever and leave through this door. This is probably my least favorite room just because of the repetition. First, the animatronics. Springtrap will appear on the cameras. You have to figure out what room or vent he's in, and figure out where that will take him in your room. If he's at the left or right door, just close it, and wait until he leaves. If he's going into your room through the vent, pull down this lever. This will shut off the power, and now wait under the desk with your light off until you don't hear his footsteps. Now for Fredbear, you just look for him on your cameras. When you figure out what door he's going to, wait until you hear him running. Now go under your desk on the side the door he's going through. Make sense? Now how to beat the room. It's a lot, so take a breath. You ready? Okay, let's start. So first you find a randomized code in a randomized area in the room, and then on this monitor, press developer mode, then enter the code on the keypad. Next press activate developer mode. Afterwards, a small door will open revealing a coin. Take the coin and insert it into the arcade machine. Then the arcade machine will boot up. Now you need to complete this minigame. Here, I am tired of talking, just watch this video and read the subtitles.
Notification. Reason for problem detected. Fire near the area. Initiating fire protocol. Emergency. Fire protocol. Failing. Fire expanding.
After the game crashes, wait a few seconds, and this thing will pop up. Now you need to figure out the order of these numbers on the side and see what number they translate to. That will be your code. Now put this code into this box on your desk and click this button. And lastly, take the key and put it in this hole and turn it. Congrats, you've beaten the room. Next is room 4. This one is based off of FNAF 5. Okay, so we fight against 3 animatronics. Funtime Freddy will slowly move through his room. Sparks will light up the room, so use these to see where he is. If he has moved, press this button and he will return to his normal state. Funtime Foxy will be sitting on his stage. A sound will play, letting you know that he is trying to move. Press the light button, and if he is spazzing out, press the shock button after the light fades out. This will also reset him. And then Ballora. When you hear her music, figure out where it's coming from and use the shocker when she is close. Now how to beat the room. You're not exactly solving puzzles and trying to leave. You have to fix Baby. Once that is done, you can leave. First look through these shelves to find Baby CPU. Central Processing Unit, for those nerds out there like myself. Attach this to the monitor and wait for it to load. Now the rest is pretty much order part. If it isn't compatible, detach, send back, and order a new one. Once you get a compatible one, go on your monitor, attach it to the body by doing a little puzzle, rinse and repeat until Baby's fixed. Now for some tips. For this one, solve it from both sides, and for this one, just take a screenshot of the screen, go onto canva.com, and crop this part, duplicate, and crop the other part. Now rotate the smaller one until the empty slot matches the bigger one slot. And now write down the order of colors, and that is what this one should match. Then leave the room. Next is room 5. This one is kinda like a storage facility. In this room we fight Ennard. He literally just wanders around, and when he sees you, he runs at you. And all you need to do is either loose him or pull down a pallet, which I have to say is the most annoying thing to do. Now to beat the room, first look around the right side of the area to find a desk with a crowbar. This is randomized. And find this desk and open the drawer with a piece of paper attached to it. Now take the key card and go to this door and put it in this machine. The door will open. Now flick these levers up. Now the rest of the level, you're just going to these desks and putting the correctly colored power cords displayed on this monitor in the power sockets. Afterwards, climb up this ladder and you'll go to the next level. Lastly, level 6. This room is based off of FNAF 6. Now here you fight Molten Freddy, who will crawl through these vents. When you hear him, use these levers and blind him until he starts continuously going back. Then there is... He is just going to kill you when you run out of time. Then there is Scrap Baby. When you hear her walking towards your gate, go on your monitor and press the repel thing. I can't remember what it's called. And then unselect it once you hear this noise. Lastly, we have Scrap Trap. He will start lifting his head. When this happens, press the door button and press close. Then exit out and press call until you can't hear him banging on the door. Then go back to the door button and press open. Now how to beat the room. First look around for these pictures and put the correct order and correct faces on this puzzle. Take the key, and now open the door, then go back to this monitor and complete the minigame. Go back to this room, pick up the coin, and insert it into Rockstar Freddy. And press these 2 buttons. And now take these pieces of paper, place them on this desk, and arrange them to be like this. Now one of these pieces of paper will be immovable, so you have to center this picture around that piece. Now pull this lever down, and if you put it together correctly, this door will open. Go in the room and take these bolt cutters and go to this gate. Now cut all these chains and leave. Now here are the extras and cutscenes I have not shown. So last thing before we end, there is actually a secret room in the game. In room 5, if you find this glowing key, it goes into this door, which reveals where Vanny has been experimenting with Remnant and reviving William Afton. Just take a look at this. Lastly, I would like to say, I think besides some repetitive parts, this game was very well done and the graphics were pretty decent too. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.